Hello, it's Joseph Williams. I have a few almost and sets to show you. I'm going to demonstrate with the combat trainer or the combat practice trainer to see uh, if what I recently got, like the Mason form, the Zombie Hunter Gold, is really worth it. I really don't know if it makes a difference outside of combat. This is what we get, and this is the weapon in melee form with two two Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Let's see how powerful this setup can be. I'm gonna see how this shield takes a bite out of someone. Ooh, that's... Yeah, that does void damage. Sounds way too loud, so I'm going to do something with it. Options. Sound effects. I don't care very much for sound effects. There we go. We're gonna run a few tests with the combat practice trainer. This is the Zombie Hunter Garb, and this is the full set. Gives 13% to wind, and with supposedly the furthest they start walking, you can get the resistance down to wind attacks. So it now does wind attacks, but you don't see the difference on the element modifier. I'm sad to say. I want to see this shield take a bite out of someone. So let's go to blood contract and let's randomly begin hitting him. That was gun form, not much damage. Let's go to shield form and see how much damage I can do. This is if everything went right. Against him, and let's try this again. Let's see how much damage range damage, does magic damage, does melee damage. Let's see how much damage this is going to do. Nearly 2,800. 1,400 damage. That's quite something, but if I was in real pre-armor skill, I would be doing more damage than even this. I love its weapon specials. That's the weapon special that does a lot of damage. It has some use. I might like the axe that does both let's say fire damage and wind damage. I might like the Loax better. Now we're going to try another armor, and we're going to see about that. This armor, we done zombie hunter goblin. Let's try mission form next. Mission form does something fun. Doesn't do much more than imbue the weapon with choke, but I suppose you don't have to be in the armor for them to have something imbued. I'm only going to amplify his attacks. Go all out and see how strong I can get Jason powered up for. Gauntlet power. Things go real fast when you're combat practicing. This is the same weapon in melee damage form. Let's see how much damage it would do. Skills, gun and tower, call upon the malicious energy of sapphire light to charge a weapon with the power of water, making a weapon that attacks junk you enemies. Interesting skill. Now it's going to choking my enemies. I wonder what the impalement would have been like. Did somewhat good damage there. Let's attack him again. The new impalement vanishes without effect. I wonder why. I want to see this impalement go off. Why does it keep vanishing without effect? So far, this impalement kind of sucks right now. I haven't seen it go off yet. Impalement finishes without effect. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'll switch to another weapon. I haven't seen the impalement of this armor go off yet. Your immune attack reduces effectiveness to 48.6. Seventeen. Well, this is getting real good. Ooh, this is getting real good. He's going to keep missing now. Hmm. 15.52. Also, 2.12. Now that's getting ridiculous. Done in terror, and this is normally a dope weapon. Attack. It imbues my weapon with and the more this is Agony's Embrace, as you can see. Range damage, magic damage, and melee damage. The contract it's down to 3.11%. Wow. Well, that was a lot of fun. The last download that we need to review is the Tyrannosaurus one. Exit out. Go to Almost and let's swap this one out. Basic form is a somewhat interesting form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. That's not it. This is what I want. Tyrannosaurus Rex 1 isn't a half bad skill. You've seen War's Legacy and you've seen, but you haven't seen Tyrannosaurus Rex, so let's do that one. Try that one out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exit. And let's go to Stat Trainers again. Imbue weapon only works on weapons, by the way, it seems that don't have specials that get triggered, and that's interesting. So it will always work on Agony's Embrace. It won't work on the weapon special triggers. That's to be remembered, but Mason's armor form can change whatever attack to water. I don't want Agony's Embrace is fun to try. Let's try one to source Rex 1 now. Let's try the skills. Turn up the heat. Does energy. Well, does what does ice. Basket breath does fire. Turn up the heat does ice. Basket breath does fire. So what we're going to do is we're going to do everything all out, and let's see how bad it can get. Purple Rain. We're gonna go all out on this one. We're gonna see how much damage these two skills can do. One does ice and another does fire. That's a really useful armor. Purple Rain real quick, and let's see how much damage we can do with these skills. Turn up the heat. Fight your foes with powerful lasers that can weaken the resistance to fire. That's a nice skill, to my knowledge. And I said, never ending stream of basketballs on your phone. Since I did this before I'm doing this, Fire Dragon Talon has a skill of turning all ice attacks into fire attacks, so let's do it. 2000 damage. And I'm going to do it again. It used to be ice for some reason. Interesting. That used to be a nice attack, now it's a fire attack for some reason. Let's repeat the process again. This almost does at least a half decent. Now let's try its other skill, turn up the heat for basket breath. That was good. Purple. This almost is a really good skill. That's the way I see it. I'm gonna double check this. Power, pushing power. I'm gonna try the skill again. Basket breath. See, he's half dead. This almost can kill this thing in 2 turns. My review on that is quite high. Now I'm going to try today's events. The frostgale set, Metrocraft set part 1. Let's play through that. Oh yeah, we can have a quick look at these are the faces I got recently. This is the, yeah, this is some of the faces I got recently. These are the witching faces in the Z token shop. the fun to deal with, and I got some, as well as I got this as my newest fangs from the wall. Cancel and showed you what's new in the limited time shop. Some of these are shop faces. I got this one, as you can see. I got this one. I got this one. And I got this one. Those were all fun. I got a few things, and this is Adventure Quest 17th birthday cupcake. Summon Mason's Remains, I got that as well. Cost a lot of ztokens. Shop almost. I would highly recommend you pick up this one. This one's even better than Wolf's Armor, as I demonstrated. You can kill your enemies with fire attacks in just 2 turns. This one is interesting to talk about because this frigid blade does not drink wine, it drinks the blood of your enemies and feeds it back to you to restore some hit point or magic points, and this is called Shadow Soul Drinker. Now I'm going to exit out and I'm going to do the quest. The frostgale set. Let's see what this has to say. Hi, Wizard. Bloody swords in the way. Bloody hell. I'm gonna begin this again. I'm gonna change out the weapon to something else that's not so big that it blocks the dialogue. Play out, change the weapon. Try this again. Big ass weapon is just too big. Now we can flee and begin the conversation all over again. Daisy fence, begin this again. Big ass weapons in my way. Let's get back to where we started. Now it's not blocking things. Warlock has anxiety right now. Back to serious warlock now. Hmm. I'm sent on a mission from Warlock. Heat shards. If one resolves, I need to be in heat armor. Uh, there we go. To beat the heat shards. That's what makes it tricky as I'm fire and ice don't walk against it. Energy does. Good. Let's attack heat shards. Yep. This is the only time I need to be in heat resistant garb. Most of the time, I don't even deal with whatever this is. Piece of cake. 90% of the time you need to be in ice armor instead of heat armor, so let's switch back to heat weapon. Blazing sword. Melee damage, it has two forms. Attack. Gilhog Lao will take a long time to beat. Longer than normal. He might be doing more damage to me than I'm doing to him. I don't know. Okay, I'm catching up to him. Yeah, let's see. Gonna need a potion refill to survive this battle. This is embarrassing. Got my ice resistant down to Shelly May. Now I'm sad. Yeah, ice resistance down to 4%. Yep, 90% of the time heal, but I don't have any dexterity. Ah, son of a... Do some damage to me then. I don't care very much about dexterity. Essence orb. Purple wing. This is me eating my spinach now. Eat your spinach and this will be good enough. Attack. I'm doing way more damage to him than he's doing to me. Found some ztokens. Ice Minotaur. Do the exact same thing. Gonna try to end it in a couple fights. Here's a low. And just, yeah, I've almost got him. And 2 turns, because it's almost so offensive, I win. Okay, there we go. Turn this around. In just 2 turns I can beat him. Wonder if what I just did was even necessary. Up away again, and let's blood contract him, and good to go. That's what willpower looks like on the battlefield. Blood contract. It normally takes just 2 turns to win. This is why I like willpower a lot. It hurries up the battle. I have a lot of defense strength as you can see. That used strength. Yep, I won. Just essence orb and blood contract him and you should be good. It might take 2 or 3 turns to end him and without a lot of preparing too. This is what willpower looks like. And I somewhat worry about fire shifter because they make me switch to this would be a good time to Don't need to fail telling him. Agony's Embrace is a really good weapon for ending him in 2 turns. Even though he's a multi-element, it doesn't matter very much. Multi-element that I owned in just 1 turn, but Blazing Sword, back to Blood Contract, and let's kick his acid again, stay off his way or face his wrath. Barely a challenge. This is why I prefer to go offensive. Offensive again. In 3 turns, you can expect him to be dead. I'll use Essence Orb again. I'll refresh everything the next turn. Here we go, Blood Contract. He's dead. Those obstacles, I can't say a thing. Do your hero senses tingle? And I have lots and lots of luck, so let's roll the dice. But because I'm going to defy, I'm going to win anyways. There we go. Icy Snail. This guy's real fun. You can keep taking turns against him for some reason. Need 1 or 2 turns and he's dead. Can I get another strike against him? I don't know. In 2 turns, he's dead. Again, I don't need to do a lot of preparing against monsters like this. I don't know, I kicked. Oh, this is gonna be a fun part, say? I don't believe you. Shut up anyways, here's the thing. Like the boss, he doesn't care where we came from, and I'm all in for not being abandoned anymore, turning a new leaf and all that. Okay, with the dragon lead, how cool is that? Here comes the butt. My butt will be frozen by the time he formulates a complete thought. But after we're done with the wall, what does Cataball even need us for? That's right, I keep forgetting how new you are. We went over this before you joined. Dragon Shoe simply flew over the wall, haven't returned, so it's best to be prepared as a team. Maybe whatever's on the other side has a dragon bane, weapons or magic meant to take on dragons. Or there's just enough titans that moving really fast and swinging big pokey sticks beats whipping down on them 1 by 1. Besides, if we all go, we can start getting the lost towers ready immediately. Now that'll be great. Oh, very own fort in the north. You'll have the titans running in no time. I don't underestimate them, and let's not get ahead of ourselves. What we have to make sure no guardians beat us to it. Otherwise, they'll want to reclaim the place, and it won't be worth fighting them. No eventuals either. they'll just get in the way. What about me then? Yeah, what about him? How did you just, without us noticing you even? It wasn't easy. I was freezing my cheeks off in that pile of snow, waiting for a good opportunity for the one-liner entrance. Stop wasting time and get in. The boss is still busy draining the wall. I now have to fight wolf riders. Same show as before, as absorb, on contract. Do they even do much damage? I could do them as they give a lot of gold, but they don't do much damage and they are done in just 2 turns. Run some more ztokens. Another wolf rider. Let's do essence orb. Totally worth my time if I can beat these wolf riders in usually just 2 turns. And at him, oh, another wolf rider. Same thing as before, I'm proving absolutely nothing at this point. Let's just take them on because. Usually it takes 2 turns for me to beat the wolf riders. And usually they don't even go first. I really like this type of water armor and a bit better than the showcase armors from the Call It Giftbox set. You're a bunch of trolls for trying to take on this one, but thank you for buying me time. The wallets we can get to work. They may have failed, but you still come here only to be torn away. I'll leave you just enough strength to make the walk back home. Canterball is a fun-looking boss, or perhaps we'll roll you down the cliffs like those other adventurers who happened upon us. But you're here with a purpose, aren't you? Of course. I shouldn't be surprised that you're this well informed. The frozen breath was ignored for so long that I assumed that, somehow, nobody had recognized this ancestral magic. But after tampering with it, of course someone of your fame and acumen would catch on to it. Actually, I had barely had a clue about this and no clue about you until just now. If anyone would recognize a resurgence of a great ice dragon's power from the last tower, it would have to be. Wait, what? Yeah. Then I just told you pretty much everything myself, didn't I? Stupid bosses, evil bosses, and the plans for world domination, they just never shut up. Just about, I mean, to your credit, you're buying time for your gang to keep pecking at the wall, so don't feel that bad. Sigh, I really must have been around them for too long. Would you like to skip to the fighting part and save a little face? Please. Really doesn't matter. Oh, he has a lot of gold on him, just like a leprechaun. All dragons have a lot of gold on them. So let's do this again. I really don't care for his animation battle. I want to kick his ass in just a few turns without him even going. This is what battles are like to me nowadays. This is one of my favorite armors because it allows me to kick everyone's ass in just a couple turns without them even doing anything. Charmed Magical Glove and Shadowfeeder Pendant. Good, I can now try Purple Rain and I get all that stuff back. And I go to Blood Contract and Chieftain's Iron Thorn. I'm going all out and let's attack him now. 2 turns, he's dead. Not so fast, Chosen. I won't be stopped this easily, even if it means being forced to use what I took from this wall. Boss? Not now. No, I didn't want to kill you, but boss, go. Chosen, I advise you to run along. Boss, great Cryozen's tail. What? Well, it's breaking up. We're done. That doesn't look good. We're toast. I think the dragon might have actually succeeded in whatever it was he was doing. Shot spells. I have mighty, catapult damage E, and mystic catapult damage E. Uh, Catapult had a good idea with the whole line where enemies down a mountain, and if your foe can't dodge this, they'll have a harder time dodging a ball or hit. This one does melee damage. This one does uh, magic damage. This is weapons and Shadow Shard Glade. It does the same thing as a blood sword does. Taken from a wall made of a great dragon's icy breath, the central shard appears to have contained much of its intense power, and it's not easy to wield. By enduring its painful cold, you can draw great power from it. It works like a blood blade does, but it's not fire-based. A good enough weapon to have and exit out. I got this and don't feel like showcasing it. I have battle. Now I'm going to showcase the, the main show of this today's events. The frostgale set and Zhillo's haunting. And now I'm going to showcase Zhillo's haunting. Look at all them uh, Zhillo is a strong silent type. I'm going to showcase the armor real quick. It's mostly wind based. You can get your resistances down uh, in this wind armor and the wind shield. You can get it down to 3%, so it's quite good. Yeah, I'm secretly war. Yeah, I'm war with the god of everything made my path clear. Tool shed. Hmm. Hmm. All of my weapons are by default skills, and weapons I do is by default a charge strike. I can attack them normally, so normal damage attacking. This is my normal items. My weapons, this is my only weapon. And shield is none, but I have no pets. I have no name. Yeah, it's really stupid. I could show attack. Doesn't do a lot of damage against him. He's not, uh, doesn't have a high wind vulnerability to him, but I'm going to charge strike this, and charge strike is showing the actual all-on action without me even needing to bite for you. And I bought it, but I choose to use this crest to showcase this armor for you. Charge up a powerful, this is called Charge Strike. Charge up a powerful strike that will leave your enemy's defenses shattered. From the charging taunt, you also take minus 25% damage. Cost 231 SP. Attack will automatically activate on your next available taunt. You lose a taunt, uh, but you charge up your attack and do more damage next turn. This armor defaults to wind, but you can wield uh, a fire weapon when doing a wind, when wearing a wind armor, or you can do a water weapon later on when wearing this wind armor, and you can do a charging strike with no matter what weapon you choose to wield. So if you're a wind armor against a wind dragon, you want to use a north weapon, you can do a charging strike and do that. So this armor is very good and handy for that reason. But in this quest, by default, uh, it only does wind. In this quest, but outside of this quest, it is a very good armor. I have tried it and I have tested it. It gets my seal of approval. Go X-Man! I love this armor. I expected the cat to die. Well, the cat just died now. Hmm. Do nothing but charging strike. I recommend you can use things to go with the charging strike once you own this armor, like you can do shadowfeeder pendant and love potion, cracked love potion, and you can get 3 turns. So losing a turn but amplifying your turn is a good deal with this armor. gets my seal of approval. I won this battle, I get my health back. I highly recommend picking up the Soma because it's so good. Once you know how to use it, like what I'm describing. And most of the time you can get everything down to 3%. So very good option to use this wind armor. Let's see what it does. Sometimes they endure the worst of my brutal strike. He's highly resistant to wind for some reason. I don't know why. Don't strike. You can do it, Paul Bunyan. This is defense loss. And every time you do defense loss against him, it goes up higher. See, 13.4. Keeps getting lower, see? That's the fun of this. I'm going to hurry this along by summoning Galanoth. It's a really boring fight if you don't use Galanoth. Does as much damage as I do anyways. And it's free. Hoist the battle along. I use Galanoth. Good job, Galanoth. You're really kicking his can. One more time. Okay. A normal attack would kill it. So you now know how everything works. Another light cat. Always choose charge strike, except when you're going against a dragon. You can do it, Paul Bunyan, you can do it. I gained 10 million gold by going over those two quests. I make short work of him and he does poison. No skill of mine can. I'm going to win no matter how I choose to play this character. Going is not even using a special points for some reason. Ooh, another go at. This is gonna be a fast battle. Got to love Paul Bunyan here. Hmm. We'll have to ask for forgiveness. That's a pun. It's nothing personal. That's a little personal. Just keep doing this, and I'm going to win without any health potions. The defenses keep getting lowered. People don't like Walls armor for some reason, and yeah, you saw them get taken out by a dragon. Look at all the gold on them. They have 1,000,000 gold on them. Keep asking for forgiveness, and you'll receive it. Ooh, gotta love that dragon. Hmm. Hmm. Doesn't matter what I choose to use against him, I'm going to win the fight. A vicious plant-based monster formed when a single individual causes extreme damage to the forest, which was Zhillo. This powerful specimen was specifically formed to hunt Zhillo. Explain Booro. That's my friend. Explain Booro. It's my goes against me and 500,000 gold. His he's a boss and his resistance to wind is quite high or low. High, so high resistance to wind, I can kill him just like that, and he's dead. Wasn't much of a threat. Hmm. Zhillo finally became a hero. And let's show you the shop. I got this. X-Master's Borden. You need a shit ton of gold to buy this. I bought this already. Zhillo has turned in his armor, saying he'll have a new one forged when he's made amends. He's asked that his suit be refit for you. X-Master was brought in somehow. X-Master's brought in is right there. Hey, and now we have X-Master's brought in. Good. I got some. This is a good armor for the reasons I've described. I like it more than Tyrannosaurus Rex because it can do any skill I want it to do, or any elemental damage I want it to. So it's a bit better than Tyrannosaurus Rex, my opinion. And it also does, as you've seen, a lot of damage. Said Shororo, Now I'm exiting out and I could reopen shop, play again, or leave. That's it for today. That's all I had to show you. Bye. Gonna upload this now.